Loveland Public Library is happy to present the following class recording footage as a part of our mission to empower patrons and improve digital literacy.
Welcome to Email Basics Number 1. This is a series provided by Loveland Public Library, and we'll go over what is email, how to create an account, how to use it once you've created an account, and how to use it safely and securely. So email stands for electronic mail. So when you compose an email and click send, the message flows through a series of events as it transfers from your server to the recipient server so that it can arrive in the inbox of the intended person. Or if you accidentally type in the email address wrong, it could be the unintended recipient. But we'll go over some of the safety measures in the future, so that way if that does happen, nobody can access any of your personal data. Email originated in 1960. So the anatomy of an email address. So the first section, in this example, libraries are cool. That is your personalized email address. That's a part that you create and come up with for yourself. The A sign with the little circle around it is pronounced at, so that's an at symbol. And you can see that on the alternative symbol on the number 2 on your keyboard. And then the last part, so the top one, gmail.com or yahoo.com or csu.org, that's your email provider. So some are organizations, and that would be, if you work at CSU and you have a CSU email address. But for personal emails, usually it's going to be Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Outlook, these sorts of email addresses. So for today's tutorial, we will be using Gmail. Gmail is the email service provider through Google, and you will get to choose your own email address and password. You'll want to make sure that when we get to that point, you write these down, and you'll want to start thinking about what you want your email address to be. Because Gmail is pretty widely used, a lot of basic email addresses are already taken. So if your name is Joe, probably joe@gmail.com is already taken. So you'll have to probably add in some numbers or think of another word that you could use as well. So privacy policy. Your personal data is secure with Google. As with all things online, there's a slight chance that something could get hacked, but that is with all things online. But Google does a very good job of keeping your personal data safe and secure. So what they do is they do share your search history with other Google applications to customize your experience. So what that means is if you are on the Google search bar and you search in dogs, and then 2 days later you go on to YouTube, there might auto-generate and promote videos regarding dogs because YouTube is also run by Google, and so they knew that from your search the other day that you like dogs. So they're trying to make it a personalized experience to you. This is something that you can turn off, and we'll go over that at a later point, but you can turn off those settings so that it doesn't track your history if you're not comfortable with that. An email is encrypted when it sends. So when you hit send and it's going through the series of events and servers to get to the intended recipient, if something were to get intercepted, the email is scrambled, so nobody will actually be able to read it until it gets to the intended recipient and gets unscrambled. So the very bottom, the URL is a link to the privacy policies at Google. So if you go to that email or go to that link, it will show you and walk you through all the details of their policy. In our very next tutorial, we'll talk you through and walk you through how to actually create your own Gmail account. Thanks for listening.